Hi guys, very good morning. We can start with. So let me check where our notebook is, and I think we were about to start with NER. Okay, then let's start and let me share my screen and I'll. Yeah, guys, it's visible. Great. Uh, Thank you. Okay, so yeah, then. So this is what we have covered till now, right? I'll give you a quick recap what we have covered till now. So it's a lot that we have covered. So okay, we have good strength now, right? Okay, so NLTK was the library that we were looking for. So we'll start with we start with the corpus. Okay, we imported few corpuses like Brown, Gutenberg. We imported that, and then we printed the words that are present. Then we take a random string. We generated the token. We use the tokenization method to broke to break down a string into small tokens. Okay, in the tokens we calculated the length, we calculated the frequency they were occurring, so each token how many times each token is occurring, we calculated that. And after that we calculated how many blank line tokenized tokens are there. Okay, then we took a random string and we saw the concept of bigrams and diagrams, trigrams and n-grams. Okay, and then we moved to stemmer. Okay, we performed stemming mm, process. Okay, we saw three stemmer: Porter stemmer, Lancaster stemmer, and Snowball stemmer. Then then we moved on to the stop words. We saw what are the different stop words that are defined in already defined in NLTK library, and then we uh, moved to the then we thought that in the token there were some uh, extra garbage tokens that or unnecessary tokens, I would say, that in the unnecessary tokens that we wanted to remove. So we tried removing the unnecessary tokens from the our ds underscore token list. Okay, we did that using the sub function. Okay, and then we took a random string and then we uh, come to the concept of POS, that is part of speech. And then we covered with the help of the function POS underscore tag, we have completed with the POS tagger we have seen, right? So till this point we have seen, right? So our next part was NER, name entity. Let's see that. I'll share my screen, presentation and presentation screen, and I'll show you. Yeah. So I hope my presentation is visible to you, to everyone, right? Cool. Then, yes, thank you. So this is what we have covered till now. POS parts of speech we have covered. Okay. Example we have taken. Now we'll move on to NER, that is named entity recognition. Okay. So yeah, let's start. So now another concept in natural language processing is NER, which is known as named entity recognition, as you can see on your screen. So the process of detecting the named entities such as a movie, a monetary value, or be it an organization, a location, quantities, a person, okay, from a text is known as named intelligent recognition. Right. Now, there are three phases of NER. The first phase being the noun phase identification, okay, which deals with extraction of all noun phases from the text using dependency passing, okay, and parts of speech tagging, okay, which is POS tag, right? This was the first phase. Second phase is uh, the the name of the second phase is phase classification. Yeah, it's phase classification, and this is the classification step in which all the extracted nouns and the phases are classified into respective categories such as location, names, and much more. Right. Uh, Now apart from this, one can curate the lookup tables and dictionaries from combining information from the different sources. Okay, and finally we have the third, that is entity uh, disambiguation. Okay, now sometimes it is possible that the entity are misclassified, hence creating a validation layer on top of the result is very useful. Okay, the use of the knowledge graphs can be exploited for this purpose, right? Okay, so let's see with it with an example, right? So let's assume the sentence that is visible on your screen, that is Google CEO Sundar Pichai introduced the new pixel at Minnesota Roy Center event. Okay, that's a statement we have. Okay, now as you can see, Google is an organization, Sundar Pichai a person, Minnesota is a location, Henry Center event is also an organization. Okay, thus, this is an additional layer on the top of the POS tagging. So please understand, in the POS tagging, we what we have classified is we take a word. Okay, we'll say, okay, this is you are noun, you are adverb, this is pronoun, this is adverb, this is verb. Okay, all those stuff. But in this case of in case of NER, we take another layer. We go one step above it. Okay, and we go one step above it and we classify them as an organization. If it is a noun, okay, which type of noun? Like in noun there are, it can be a person, it can be organization, it can be location as well. So it specifically classifies everything, but it's not necessary that everything this NER or the taggers that we use, right, for NER are able to classify. They have some limitation, and we have to look into that what their limitation are, right guys? So yeah, let's start. Let's go to the notebook and let's see how we code NER for that matter. So this is what we needed to cover. So we have covered. So as you can see on the POS tagger, we use the POS tagger and it's classified Timothy as the noun, is verb, determiner, natural, JJ. So all those things it has classified. Now we want to tell whether this Timothy is a person or not. So this NER, after NER, it would be able to tell. Like there are chances that it would be able to tell like Timothy is a or Sundar Pichai is a person. Okay. So let's write the code for NER. Okay, so before that I need to download few things. Okay, so I'll directly copy paste few steps, right, of downloading. They are installation steps. So I need to import any chunk and I need to download maxent and chunker and words. Okay, these are the corpus that I need to download. I think it might get given error because NLTK is not defined, so we have to run. Because since okay, so this is another important thing that you need to understand. Like from yesterday, our kernel has been disconnected from the notebook, right? So we have to connect the kernel again. So either I have to press on reconnect button every time, or the kernel will get disconnected after some time. And once it get disconnected, right, this is the problem that we face, right? Okay, so let's run this few things we need to run. Otherwise, we'll keep on getting. I think that would be enough. Let's go back and let's run what we were doing. Let's try to run it again. Yeah, and you can see it will run successfully. Okay, great then, Aditya, everyone. Cool. Okay, so yeah, once these things are downloaded, let me add few cells. Once these things are downloaded, what we can do is we can uh, take a random code or random example. Okay, any underscore send. Let's take a variable and let's take a string, random string. So let it maybe the US president stays in the White House. Okay, let this be a random statement. And now what we will do is we'll tokenize this, right? So I think you know how to tokenize a particular word, right? A particular like a string. So let me create a variable with name and any tokens. any token, and we'll use word underscore tokenize, right guys? I need not to explain that after this. Any underscore token, any underscore sent, and any underscore tags. Okay, let's do the POS tagging, or before that let's print the tokens and let's see how it's looking, how the tokens have been generated. uh Word tokenize is not defined. Okay, I think the library has not been imported. Then that's a problem when you break down in these kind of notebooks. Now I have to run all those steps. This might give an error. Leave it. I don't want this. I'm running all the installation and importing steps so that the library that I require is what I get. Yeah, I think word tokenize. This is the look. Word tokenize was not imported, right? Now if I run it again, if I run it again, it would work. Yeah, you can see the complete string has been broken down into tokens. Now, once this is done, it has been broken down into tokens. What we need to do is we need to write the POS tagger for this. Okay, so let's write that. So any underscore tags, let's make a variable and that will store the tagger values. So NLTK dot POS underscore tag and any underscore tokens. Let's run this. Successful. It will run what it says. Source not found. Okay, tagger files we have to run. So taggers I have not run. Taggers. NLTK chunk I have run. POS this I have run. Okay, I need to check what. Okay, download averaged. This we have not imported, so we have to look for this command where it is. We have to run that. Yeah, I think here it is. Yeah, it needs to be run. And let me run few other commands before that. Yeah, I think what else it wanted. Import NLTK is already done. Yeah, so I think it will work. This will work now. Yeah, it's working. And let me print the tags that are getting generated. So let's run that. Okay, so as you can see, the tags have been generated. US noun, president noun, stays verb, in the determiner, white, JJ, house noun, right? All these things have been detected with their proper POS taggers. Cool. Okay, guys. So till this we have already seen and we already know how to do this, right? Now the new part, that is the NER, right? That is what we need to do. So it's a one-liner code, just like its tokenizer and its tagger. Okay, so let's that write that one line. So any underscore NER, okay, equals to any chunker we have already installed. So there is a function called named any underscore chunk, and we have to pass the tags value. So any tags inside this, and let's print what we are getting the value of NER. This no module name swilling. Um, I think we have downloaded it on the top. Okay, let me run all the commands then from starting. Should run all the commands then. Let's see how all the commands work. It would hardly take 2 minutes, but debugging it every time is taking more time rather than learning, rather than like running all those commands. Now every command will be executed successfully. Oh, uh, what's this? It should be POS. It should be DS underscore tokens. Not taken. It should be token. It's token or it tokens. Tokens, I guess. DS underscore tokens. Yeah, it should not be there. NLTK.POS tagger. POS tags. Mm, I don't know what we were doing there. Yeah. Right. The only thing matters for me is to that it should run. Okay, this is not running. It should have run, although not sure. Guys, any mistake you can find? Python doing step by step. It doesn't matter actually because see, I have. Okay, let me run these codes again. Still no module name. Okay, let me search it on. I think pip install will do. But yeah, it's again. Although we shouldn't have got this error. Look, yesterday only I tried it and it worked. Look, it's the same thing. I'll try copy pasting this. I think there was some spelling mistake. Nothing else. It's working fine. Cool, guys. So as you can see on your screen, it's the determiner organization. US is organization. Okay, US organization. It has named. Okay, in this particular statement I'm talking about. So the determiner US organization and White House noun. Right. So all these things it has been determined. So few things it determined as what you call NER, but some things are again in the POS tagger form. Okay, guys. So let me share my screen. So that was the concept of NER, and let's see what more we need to do. And after this, so once we are done with NER, yeah. So NER list, yeah, yeah. I'll send you. Someone is asking for the downloaded packages. I'll send you that complete code. I'll send in the chat. Okay. Now, yeah. Hmm. This slide number 18, slide number 18. Yeah. So now as you can see in the NER entity list, okay, we have a geosocial political group, geopolitical entity. Okay, we have a facility, location, organization, and person, right? So as we just saw from the previous example, you can see that we have organization and we have the facility, right? We have it has detected other as an organization, right? So that's the thing, guys. Now, an important thing to consider in NLP is also the syntax, right? And any linguistic syntax is a set of rules, principles, and the processes that govern the structure of the sentence. Okay, in any language, uh, the term syntax is also referred to as the study of such principles and the processes. Right. Let's move on. So we have a set of rules as to what part of sentence should come up at what position. And now with these set of rules, we create a syntax tree uh, wherever there is wherever there is a sentence as an input, right? So as you can see on your screen, so we'll create a syntax tree. I'll show you how syntax tree looks like. So this is an example of syntax tree on your right hand side. Right. So syntax tree is basically, in a layman terms, if I explain you, is basically a tree representation of the syntactic structure of the sentence or strings. Right. Now it is a way of representing the syntax of programming language as a hierarchical tree-like structure. Right. By this structure, this structure is used for generating symbols tables for compilers and later code generation. Okay. The tree represents all the constructs in the language and their subsequent rules. Now consider the statement that the cat sat on the mat, right? And you can draw a syntax tree like this. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think that was all from NLP side. Okay. Let me know if you have any doubts in the chat. And if no doubts, then we can start with the project as we promised. Yeah, possibly. No, no, no. Aditya, wait. It got resolved. It got resolved. There was small like typo or something. It get resolved. The same code. No need to install anything else. It get resolved. Guys, cool with everyone? Yeah, I think you asked me that. Uh, we'll answer that in the end of the session. Actually, that is something off topic. So yeah, we'll answer that. And guys, cool with NLP? Yes, no. Should we move on to the projects now? Yeah, cool and excited. Yeah, great. Then let's start with the project then. Let's create a new notebook, right? Just like I did just now, and adds many cells in that. Okay, and let's get started with the. And we'll name the notebook as NLP project. That's what we name the module as. And yeah. Okay, so the project that we are going to see in this particular session is Twitter sentimental analysis using Python, right? That's the project that we are going to see right now. Okay. So what is basically a sentimental analysis? Okay, what is how we integrate Twitter? What's the why we are doing this? So all those questions are need to be answered from my side. Okay. So first thing first, that is what is sentimental analysis. So uh, sentimental analysis is nothing but it's a way of analyzing things. Okay. The sentiments of the people, sentiments of the tweet, sentiments of the comments, and like all those things, right? It's analysis for that. Talking about what platforms we can perform sentimental analysis on. So n number of platforms you can perform: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, okay, other social posting platforms as well, social media posting platforms. So you can apply all those sentimental analysis on that as well. Now, why we are choosing Twitter? Because it's a hot topic. And what type of tweets we are going to analyze in this particular project? So they would be based on the crypto, right? The topic and the keyword I will search the tweets by would be crypto. You can choose layoff, you can choose hiring, you can choose IT, you can choose automotive, and anything you want to choose, you can choose. Okay, cool. Then yeah. So first we'll start with scrapping of the tweets from the keyword crypto, right? With the keyword crypto, we'll try to swap as many as 1,000 tweets, right, from the Twitter. Okay, cool. Since the cryptocurrency market was not doing great from last few months, so that's why I thought that this would be a good idea to go on with the sentiment analysis, and let's see what other people are posting negative about crypto, or people are posting positive about crypto, or they are neutral. Okay, so in the end of this project, what our aim is that in the end we'll have a bar plot, will have a conclusion that these many peoples out of 1,000 tweets, these many tweets are positive, these many tweets are negative, and these many tweets are neutral. Okay, this is the analysis, or this is the outcome that we'll get after this particular project. Now let's start that. So so first thing first, we'll use sn scrap library to scrap the tweets for us. Okay, so what I can do is I'll there are many importing steps, there are many import libraries we need to import. Okay, I have already done that, so I'll send you in the chat. Okay, you can also do it in your system. Okay, project is really great. In the end you will feel like anything. Okay, so this is these are the libraries that you need to we need to import before we move ahead with this. Okay, so I'll import that. The same thing I'll import also. And just one thing we need to add before this, because the last time when I run this set of libraries, it gave me an error saying that suddenly SN scrap might not be installed in your system. So it's always better to add this. So it just add one step, that is uh, pip install SN scrap. Rest everything will remain same, and that I have pasted in your comment in your chat as well as here. Okay, now if I run it, hopefully it will get successfully executed. Let's wait because it will take time. All the installation is done, so it will take time. Sit back and relax for a minute. Okay, it gives an error saying pip install sn case sn scrap. It should work. Let me do it separately then. It's working here, it's not working here. That's pretty strange. Okay, so do it separately. Importing and installing, do it separately. So once installing of sn scrap is done, you can continue with the importing. This might take time. You can see the green button that's importing everything. Okay guys, let's do this together. So what I will do is I'll keep on tracking keep on tracking you. Okay, yeah, it would work, Aditya, anyways. Yeah, it worked. I think, yeah, your that would also work. So what we can do is, once I ran few cells, I'll ask you whether you are done with or not. Okay. So please confirm me in the chat whether you are done with this importing part or not from in your local system. This is the importing part we run. Okay, Aditya is done. What about others? This is for all those people who are writing the code with me. Also, the other people need to respond, like if they are getting the answer, if they are okay with the steps, if they are not having any doubt. Done. Seems like everyone else is done, right? Okay, cool then. Uh, so yeah, this was the initially first part of installation. Now, what we will do is we'll start with the coding and more logical part. Okay. So what we'll start with, we'll first create a list to append the tweets data. Okay, we'll create a list that will append the tweets data inside it. Okay, so let me create a list for that. So let the name of the list be tweets underscore list. It will be, and let me create an empty list for that. Okay. Now let me we know that I would only take 1,000 tweets because the generating their token, generating uh cleaning them, all that, all these things will take time. Okay, each step will get delayed, right? So, and 1,000 is a pretty good number. It's not very less, it's not very high. It's a good number. So let's take 1,000 then. So we'll make another variable with the max tweets equal to 1,000. So it tells that the maximum tweets that we are going to take is 1,000. Cool. Till now we have done. So we have created a list to append the tweets. We have created a variable to check how many tweets we are going to take from the Twitter. Now, as I told you that using Twitter search scraper, okay, to scrap the data and append the tweets to the list. That is what the next step would be. So we would be using SN Twitter library, right? And there is a function called Twitter search scraper. Okay, so what it basically does, it will scrap all the tweets, or it will take all the tweets data from Twitter to till today, right? So will the date we can specify as well. So will we just need to append the tweets, append all those tweets into the list, empty list that we have created. So let's do that. So we'll create uh, we'll uh, we'll take two variables, I and tweet, and enumerate. Enumerate is a function that will return an object. Okay, and object will contain two values, that is I and tweet. Both the values will be taken. Okay, sn Twitter is the name of the library, and then Twitter Twitter. It must be Twitter search wrapper. Okay, search wrapper. And inside the brackets, what I will write, I'll write the keyword that I am going to use, crypto, crypto, and then we want from 2000, let's say January 1, 2000. So 2020. Yeah, let's say January 1, 2020. So January 1, 2020. Until what? Until today. Right? We want all the 1,000 tweets. Okay. So, and the function that we'll use to get the is get underscore items. And get underscore item will return to two things, I and tweet. Both variables will be get stored, right? Now, colon. And now what I will do is I will check whether uh, I'll check whether I is greater than max tweets. Okay, that is maximum tweets that we have, that we want to take. Okay, if I becomes greater than that, so we'll break the loop. Okay, otherwise what we'll do, we will push all these tweets into the tweets list, tweets underscore list. Okay, so let's put that tweets underscore list. Sorry, tweets underscore list append tweet dot content. Okay, okay guys, so we are done with this. Oh, it's enumerate, enumerate. I have spelled it wrong. Hmm. Enumerate. Me will come enumerate. Yeah, now it's maybe correct. Okay. Yeah, it will bracket will come here. Enumerate will close here. Get in will obviously there. Enumerate is the function that is iterable. Oh, get items. Get item is not a function. We have not created get item as a function. Too many mistakes. Yeah, finally we are getting few things. Yeah. So our list is ready, and let's see how our list looks like finally. Tweet underscore list. Oh, it's an empty list. Let's check that. What happens? Oh, list dot append. What's happening? Too many typos. Okay, still empty. Tweet dot content. Inside this for loop, we have written I tweet. Tweet dot content is there. Tweet dot content is there. Until today. Oh, it's a. It must be 0101. We have missed a dash. Okay, that's strange. Guys, any mistakes you were able to find? Okay, the name SNS tweet is Twitter is not defined. Uh, you are getting this error. Okay, okay, cool. I have seen this error. I have seen this error, and just Google it, Rungali. You will find the solution for that. There is a click on to search on Stack Overflow. Search on Stack Overflow, and you will find your answer. It's yeah, it will be resolved. Guys, anyone can find any typo that we have done here. There must be any typo only. We can't have because there is nothing we can do wrong in that. I comma Twitter in enumerate sn Twitter dot Twitter search scrapper. Your Twitter search scrapper is correct. Crypto is correct since January 2020 until today. We want the tweets and dot get items, and if I is greater than maximum number of tweets, then I'll break. Otherwise, I will keep on appending content of the tweet. It must get executed. I find an error in the machine. Can't find model and code. Okay. Yeah. So Aditya, what you can do is I'll let me change my screen until it is running. This time it will run. Oh, there is a Stack Overflow that it get it resolved. Yeah. So you can try this link. Okay, I'll send you in the comment. This link has worked. This particular method answer. This particular answer has worked for many. Try that. Okay. It would take some time because there are 1,000 tweets if it is running successfully. If it is taking so much time, that it means that it is running successfully. I think I may be wrong, but yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, we can have a 2 minutes water break if you want. You can drink your water. You can come. Yeah, I'll paste my pasted that. We can take a 2 minute water break and we can be back here until it's this particular code is running, right? So let's take a 2 minute break and we'll back here. So it's 11:57. Let's be back at 12, right? I have kept my screen shared on only, right? You can see that. You can see the code until it's running. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope all of you are back, right? So yeah, our code has also been this particular cell number 2 has completed now running. Then let's see if you are getting some tweets. Yeah. So we are getting these 1,000 tweets right now. Okay, as you can see on your screen. Now I'm regretting why I printed tweets underscore list because we are about to prepare a data frame for that. So yeah, no worries. So we have got the tweets finally, right? 1,000 tweets are there. Okay, related to crypto. Okay, since to January 2001 till today, top 1,000 tweets are there. Okay, now yeah, so this it is in the form of list and okay, it's worked, Aditya. Yeah, great, great then. If it is working for you, happy for that. So once we have got the tweets, now they are in the form of list, and you might already be aware that uh, we don't handle we are not able to handle that in the form of list. Okay, for data cleaning and all those purposes we require data frames, right? Something called data frames, right? And for data frames you require it's in the pandas library, right? So let's convert this list into a data frame so that we can play with it, right? So let's take the name of the data frame as tweets to data frame, tweets to df. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll write pd, that is pandas we have imported as pd, right? If I show you, I have imported pandas as pd, right? Okay, so pd dot data frame and the data frame that we want to convert, so tweets we wanted to convert, and we'll try to create another and the column name that I want is tweets. Okay, tweets is the column name that I want. So let's run this and let's print the data frame as well. So I'll show you how the data frame looks like. See, oh, that's tweets underscore list. That's not tweet, that's tweets underscore list. List is what we needed. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so these are the tweets. Now they are in the form of data frame. Cool. And the column name is tweets as well, right? Our job is done. Half of our job is done. Like we have the data now. Okay. Now let's, if I want to print the first 5 lines of the data, first top 5 tweets I want, if I want. So I hope you are aware of this function dot head, right? And if I run it, see top 5 tweets we can get, right? Now the other step that we'll do is, if you can see in our tweets, there are few like there are few strange word, there are at the rates and all those things are there. Okay, it's a language part, but I don't know whether this will not get removed because it's a part of language. Okay, but this at the rate, these mentions and the numbers in the tweets, okay, and hashtags in the tweets. Okay, the complete tweet will contain also hashtags. You know, all these things are there in the tweets. So we need to clean all these tweets, okay, before applying any NLP or before going for data visualization, right? We need to remove and clean our data. Tweets underscore list, Aditya, it's the list name is tweets underscore list now that we have appended, the new list we have made, appended, right? Yeah, you can filter region based as well. You can write the keywords. Aditya, got the point? Tweets underscore list is the list that we have been getting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then, hmm. So we need to clean those data. Okay, we need to clean our tweets. So I hope you are aware of regular expressions. Okay, if not, I'll in the end of the class I'll send you a good reference of regular expressions, and you can go through that as well. Okay, so in the regex library, in the regular expression we use, there is a library called regex. We use that. Okay, there are a couple of functions, like there is a sub function. Okay, sub function we have already seen yesterday, right? And so let's try to use that. Okay, so let's create a function that will clean our tweets. Okay, so def uh, let's name the function as clean tweets. Clean tweets. Okay, clean tweets. And I'll take a sample text in this as a parameter. And what I'll do is, uh, first I remove the at the rates. Okay, so re.sub, and I create a string that will remove the at the rates. So at the rates in the any form, like it may contain A to Z, capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, uh, and numbers from 0 to 9, and some underscores as well. Okay, uh, and plus as well. Now it should replace it with empty text, empty string, and what we want to work on, text. Okay, so this is the method of removing at the rates. Okay, if you know regular expression, then only you can understand this. uh, if you don't know, don't worry, I'll send you a good link, but I can't take regular expression at this session because it would take me another 1 hour, and we won't be able to complete this project. So yeah, that's a constraint we have. But regular expression, it's easy. I'll tell you, and you will get in hardly in 30-40 minutes. You will require when you are itself, you are reading itself. You might skip few things, but while teaching I can't skip those. So 30-40 minutes, in 30-40 minutes you will be able to get it. I'll send you few links for that. Okay, so with this particular line of code, I have what I have mentioned is, I have removed all the at the rate mentions, like at the rate Elon Musk, at the rate something, at the rate crypto, all these things, all the at the rates I have removed. Okay, at the rate my name, at the rate your name, at the rate something, it has removed, right? Cool, guys. So that's the line for removing at the rates. Now I have let's remove the hashtags. Okay, so I have already written this clean tweet function because it was big, so I have already written that, and I'll copy that. And it comes with a proper syntax, so you don't have to worry about what removes what, and it's self-explanatory as well, and I explain you as well. This removes http, this removes rts, this remove hashtags, this remove the new lines. Okay, in the tweets, right? Once this is done, we will return the text. Okay, so we have played the text, we have taken the test, and in the test we have removed mention, we have removed hashtag, we have removed http links. That means we have removed rt, we have removed new line characters, all these things we have removed. So let's see whether this function working fine. Yeah, so we have created a function now that will clean our tweets. Now let's clean our tweet. Creating a function is not enough, we have to clean our tweet as well. Okay, need to explain the 16 cell, line 16, cell 16. There is no cell 16, Sandhya. Any cell 17? I think you must be talking about. Yeah, yeah, I'll paste the code. Yes, 17. Okay, 17. I'll tell you. Until then, guys who are doing with me, please write this code in your system and let me, and please check whether this is working fine for you in your system or not. Okay, in line number 17, what we have done is there is a pandas library, and we have imported the pandas library as PD. Okay, you can go above and you can check. This is the pandas library. We have imported pandas library as PD. And in case of cleaning of the data and missing values consideration and all those things, we require data frame. Okay, we require our data to be converted into data frames. Okay, data frames are objects in pandas. Okay, so I took the help of pandas library and I converted our list tweets underscore list into the data frame that with the name tweets underscore two underscore df. Okay, and this is the data frame. This is how the data frame looks like. Now what I can do anything on the data frame because I can remove at the rates. These things I won't be able to do if it was a list. Okay, uh Mohammed, that won't be possible because it's been 40 minutes that I have been explaining, so I can't explain it from start. But you can watch the recording. The recording will provide it to you. I think you can watch the recording, or I in the end I will give you or I can give you a quick recap if you can understand. We although we have done nothing much, we have just imported a few things, imported libraries. This is the first step that we have done. Second step is we have taken a list and empty list where we will keep the tweets. Okay, and we have created this function which will append all the tweets. Okay, maximum 1,000 tweets will be inserted. Okay, with the keyword crypto from January 2020 till today. All the top 1,000 tweets will be appended in this tweets underscore list. And then what we have done, I have converted this tweets underscore list into the data frame. Good, Iqbal. Okay, so it's been converted to head we have seen. Okay, and clean function we have created. Now let's clean the tweet as well. It's not enough to create a clean function. It's we have to apply that clean function to our data frame as well. So I'll create a new column. Okay, let me create a new column with a name. Let me search of the name. So name maybe clean underscore tweets. Okay, clean tweets I want separately. So cleaned tweets, cleaned clean tweets. Okay, is the name of the column that I want. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to apply this clean tweet function on already existing data frame, and basically I want to apply what I want to do, I want from this particular data frame. This is the data frame that we currently have. I want a new column with in which contain tweets that are cleaned. Okay, and I will clean only these tweets and I will put them here. Okay, I will clean this tweet, I will remove this or enter it everything and I will put it here. This is what I wanted, so I'm writing the code for that. So tweet underscore df and tweets is the column, and I want to create a column for here as well. Okay, it's what apply. Please just give me a second. I'll be back. Yeah. So I hope okay, and clean tweets, nothing more. Apply clean tweet function. Clean tweets. I think this would work and it would give a new data frame. Okay, it would give a new data frame. So this is a data frame. The data frame is same. It will give you a new column in the same data frame. Okay, as you can see, now at the rates, all those things have been removed. And these tweets looks pretty much fine, right, guys? So they look pretty much good. And we have removed all those things, right? At the rates, hashtags, all these things we have removed, right? Now, what we'll do next is, okay, please do it in your system and let me know in the chat when you are done with this, everyone. I have pasted this. I will paste this as well. I pasted the code in your chat and let me know when you are done. Uh, I can't see any. Aditya, okay, you still have at the rate left. Okay, I think there might be something wrong that you have. Okay, and it's yours. Yeah. So there might be something wrong with the regular expression that you have created in as you can see on my cell number 19. There might be something wrong that you must have done. Please check the syntax again. All the at the rates will be get should get removed. That's the thing. Search for at the rate who are remaining and try to match that particular string with the at the rate from the regular expression string that you have generated, right? Yeah, obviously he's checking clean tweets column. Yeah. Okay, guys, done with everyone. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. Then we are moving forward. Now it's cleaned. Okay, great. Okay, now we since we have the data ready with us. Okay, it's 1,000 clean tweets we have. Okay, so what we'll do is we will uh, we will insert them into a CSV file. We will store them, as I told you. We'll store them in a CSV file. So let's do that now. Okay, so how to do that? We know that pandas come with a function named to CSV. Okay, so let's use that. Name of the data frame is this. So this is the name of the data frame that we have. Okay, it contains the clean tweets. So dot to underscore CSV is the function that we use in pandas. Okay, to import all the data to the CSV. Okay, let's name the CSV with something. Let's name it as tweets underscore crypto.csv. Okay, and you can see in the file structure I don't have any CSV file, but once I run this command it will be created there. Okay, so let's run this, and yeah, it successfully ran, and you can see a file has been created. If I open it, mm, as you can see, tweets and clean tweets, they are all there. Okay, in a CSV file. So now you know how to create a data frame, data file, data set for your coding, right? Once that is done, now I will start my process again. Okay, and okay, I'll start my process again, and I'll create another data frame because tweets underscore to underscore df, it's very big data frame. I want a short one, and I only want the saved tweets, and I'll start my process because till this it was data pre-processing that we have done everything. Okay, now we will start with data analyzing and data visualization part. Okay, so that was the one part of the data science project that we see. Now this is the second part of the data science project that we are entering to. Okay, so let's make a new beginning to the data science project. We have already seen how to save the database CSV file. We'll use the same CSV file in the data, and it will look like we are starting afresh. Okay, so that from the starting you know all the functions to use. Let's say there is some person who wants to start from the importing of the CSV file. Okay, so for that person I am starting. Otherwise we could have used the same data frame. Okay, so let's start that. So let me create a variable. Let me create a variable that will store the database data frames. So tweets, save tweets is the variable, and I'll do for in order to read the CSV, we use read CSV function, right? Read underscore CSV function, and the name of the CSV, the same thing. Okay, and we have to just mention that index column we are taking as 0. This is by this we have read the CSV, and now guys, you there are 2 3 terms that we need to understand. First is subjectivity, second is polarity. Okay, so how many of you know about this polarity and subjectivity? Can you write in the chat? Do you have any idea about polarity, subjectivity in terms of tweets, in terms of like general sense, have any idea about polarity and subjectivity? Some people have. No, mostly you don't have. Yeah. So let's see that what polarity and subjectivity is. So starting with polarity is basically in the technical terms, it's a float number which lies in the range -1 to 1, both in which both are inclusive. Okay. -1 basically represent in terms of tweet I'm talking about now. In terms of statements or tweets, statements you could say. So in terms of statement, its value rises from -1 to 1 mathematically. What it signifies in terms of statement is, one signifies that this statement is a positive statement. If a polarity of a particular statement is 1, it means that it is a highly positive or positive statement, I would say. And if it is -1, it would say that its polarity is a negative statement, or this is a negative statement, its polarity is -1. Cool. So this is what about polarity, right? What about subjectivity or subjective? So subjective sentence generally refer to personal opinion, emotion, or judgment, whereas objective refers to the factual information. So subjectivity is also a kind of float. Float is a float number mathematically, which lies in the range from 0 to 1, and it depends upon the personal opinion, emotion, and judgment. Okay. So these are the parameters that subjectivity hold. We don't have to go in much detail of polarity and subjectivity and how they are implemented. For our help, we already have this inbuilt values and inbuilt function that will help us. Okay, so we have imported text blob library. Okay, because of that, here you can see we have imported text blob, right? Because of that, we will get the values of subjectivity and polarity. So let's see how. So I'll create two functions. The first function will give me subjectivity. Second function will give me polarity. Okay. So let's see that. So let's create a function for subjectivity first. So def get sub subjectivity, and I'll input the text. Okay. And what we need to return? We need to return. What I'll return is uh, text blob and text dot sentiment. Sentiment is a sub module, and inside the sentiment we have subjectivity. Okay, so the same code goes with polarity as well. Only the name will change. Instead of subjectivity, I have to write polarity. Let me go small polarity. Okay, and the same thing goes here. Polarity will. So we have created two functions that will give us polarity and subjectivity, just like we create a function that will clean the tweets. Now, creating a subject, as I always say, that creating a function is not enough. We have to apply them. Okay, so we'll use the apply function as we have used to clean the tweets. Like we have used the apply function. We have selected data frame. We have selected data frame that we selected data frame and a column particular that we want to apply the clean tweets function. We will do the same thing here as well. Okay, so we have. Let's see the data frame that we have, right? We have not seen the data frame that we have. Look, kids, clean tweets. Okay, this is the data frame that we have. So I need to create another column with the name subjectivity and polarity. Okay, so for that I'll start writing. Let's write that and let's see how it goes. So tweets, save tweets, and in the bracket I'll write the name of the column. Let me name it subjectivity itself. Okay, subjectivity. Is the name of the column. So what basically I want is I want to create a column, two columns I want to create, one of subjectivity, one of polarity. Inside of like there will be four column now in this data frame: tweets, clean tweets, subjectivity, polarity. Four columns will be there. Okay, so data frame subjectivity is the name of the column, new column that I'm going to create. And I'll copy that. What I have to apply, I have to apply this function on clean tweets, right? Because now that this particular column is not of necessary, like tweets column is not at all necessary. I've just kept it just to compare and let just to see whether they have, this is what they have converted. Otherwise it is of no use for us. Okay, so cleaned tweets. So clean tweets and dot apply. What function we will apply? We will apply subjectivity, get subjectivity, right? So I'll copy that. Okay, and let's do the same thing for polarity, and then let's watch the data frame how it gets changed. Okay, so I'll write polarity and we'll write the get polarity function as well, and rest everything will remain same. Okay, now let's print the data frame that we have. What I can also do is I can I can drop this particular tweets column. Okay, so in order to remove that, I need a drop function. I'll use a drop function, and which column you want to remove. So the name of the column is tweets. Okay, how you want to remove horizontally or vertically, like a complete column you want to remove. So you have to mention x is equal to 1, and it and yeah, it will remove. And yeah, as you can see, the the tweets column has been removed, right? Because it was not at all necessary for us. So that's why it's all better to remove that. Now we have clean tweets, we have subjectivity, we have polarity of each tweets, right? So you can now, it's very interesting, guys. You can check whether this particular never win from no and no win all. What is this tweet? Okay, it has subjectivity of 0.4 and has a polarity value of minus zero point 0.4. It means that it is a bit of negative tweet. It will be counted in a bit negative tweet. Cool, guys. So let's take so we are done with this, guys. Are you done with this? I'll copy paste in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you are done in your local system with this. We'll move forward. Done. Okay, sure. So subjectivity is it's a tweet. It's a float value. Okay, it ranges from 0 to 1. It depends upon emotions and sentiments of the people or the for that particular statement. Okay, it values right from 0 to 1, both inclusive. Okay, and polarity is a value from -1 to 1, and uh, it tells whether the statement is positive or negative. Okay, on the basis, if the more positive is the value of the polarity, it the more positive is the statement. It is assumed like this. Okay. Okay, guys, then I think we would start then if you all are done with this. Okay, then now we have done with polarity and subjectivity. Let's take the use of that. Okay, because that's what our ultimate aim is. We have the polarity of each column, each tweet. Now we want to check how many are negative, how many are positive, and all, and how many are neutral, right? So let's create a function to check that. Okay, so I'll create a function def and get analysis. Let be the name of the function as get analysis, and I'll pass the score in this. Okay, and inside this, what's the score? It's a text data. It will be in the form of like polarity or let's say this score will be polarity. Okay, this score is a polarity value. Let's say minus zero point 0.5. It's inserted. So if the score that or the polarity value is less than 0, so what we will return negative. Okay. Else if else if the score is having 0 value, right? It means it's a neutral. Okay. Capital and capital. Else if it is a the last case is if it is a if it the score value is positive, so it will return positive value. Okay, so we have created a function that will check whether the statement is negative or positive based on based on the polarity value. Okay, we just have to insert the value inside this function and it will give positive, negative, neutral. Cool, guys. So yeah, let's create another column which will store negativity, negative, positive or neutral statements, right? Let's create a column on the right side of the polarity. Okay, we can do that. We know how to do that. We have done it many times. I'll copy this particular line. Because we have to apply the function again. Now this time, which function we need to apply? Get analysis. Sorry, get analysis function we need to apply. We need to apply get analysis function. What is the name of the column we want to create? Let's name it analysis itself because we have done analysis. And what is the column that we need to work on? Clean tweets? No, we have to work on polarity. Okay, we want polarity. And with the P capital, I guess, because the name in the column name with the P is capital. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's run this and let's hope for the best. Right, it's running. It's also running. Yeah. So let's print that. Okay, let's see how the data frame looks like now. This is how it looks like: polarity, neutral, positive, negative, positive, positive, all those stuff. Okay. Cool, guys. So yeah, if we let's say if I want to count how many positive are there, neutral are there, how many negatives are there in this particular data frame. So there is a function called value count, value underscore counts. So let's use this. So save tweets in on the analysis column. I want to apply value count and hope this will generate the values. Value counts, it's not count. Value counts. Yeah, you can see there are 603 positive tweets, there are 211 neutral tweets, and there are 187 neutral tweets. Guys, are we clear with this till now? Because we are jumping into data visualization. So have you written the code till now and you are getting correct answer and everything? Are we cool with this till now? Just let me know in the chat and we move forward with data visualization. This is for everyone, not for people who are just writing the code. This is for everyone. Please give a Y or an if we are cool or not cool. Got the similar result? Yeah, the results will be similar, might not be the same because it depends upon the keyword. It depends upon meanwhile someone has tweeted something onto using that, right? So it depends upon many things, so that's why the result might change, but the concept will remain the same. Okay, just remember the concept, just understand the concept. Clear? Great. Okay, yeah, that's this mean in Twitter most of the people are talking positive about crypto. Yeah, top 1,000 tweets at least tell that. So that's why doing the sentiment analysis. You can do the same thing for Amazon reviews. You can do the same thing for other stuff as well, like there is endless application of data science nowadays. So yeah, we'll also plot this and beautifully now. Okay, so yeah, let's start. Let's do a bar plot for that. So let's do a bar plot, right? So uh, which library we use, right? Matplot and plot function we use for plotting purposes, right? So let's use that itself. And yeah, so let's name the figure. Let the figure give a name, and we use the plot library plt.figure, right? And inside the figure, let's keep the figure size. Let me give the figure size, figure size. Let me give it a size of 7 by 5. You can give it anything. It will hardly change. And so I'll create a bar plot. So there will be 3 bar charts. Okay, so 3 different color I want to give. Okay, so let's give it very smartly. Like for positive, I will give green color. Okay, for negative, I will give, or let's say for neutral I will give gray color, and for negative I will give red color. Okay, so it is easily distinguishable. Now what all things we need to plot, so need to mention that. So save tweets is the data frame I want to plot, and I want to plot the analysis column from that. Okay, and I need to do the value counts for that. What I need to print is value counts the values. And because this is the value that we want to plot, like bar chart, right? We want to plot, the plot will be 603 higher for positive, 211 height will be the plot for neutral, and 178 for negative, right? That's what we wanted. So value plots, and then we need to route the plot. We need to plot this, and what kind of plot we want. So need to mention that bar plot is what we want. And the color combination we already have. We have already created a color list, so we want this color combination, right? Done. We are mostly done. Let's beautify this as well. uh, let's directly plot that, and let's beautify it after that. Okay, so plot dot show. Let's see how it looks like. And you can see it's beautiful, right? Right, guys? But it's not that beautiful. There is no X label, Y label, title. There is also grid back in the back side, so need to remove that. So let's do that now. Let's put the title first. So plot dot title. What title should we keep? Let's keep it value count. That what it is, value count of tweet polarity. And let's give us as the X label on the X axis. We'll get a label. So X label, maybe it may be count, and let's give the Y label as well. Let the Y label be, let's say, polarity. That's what it is. Or let's X label be polarity. Yeah, X label will be polarity, and Y label will be, I think, the count. Yeah, correct. Yeah. And let's remove the grid as well. So plt dot grid is the function, and I will make it false. Okay, so this grid is these backward lines, background lines that will be removed. Okay, as you can see, it's now looking a bit good. Okay, count is there, polarity, now it's easily visible. Cool, guys. So this was data visualization. Cell 32. Okay, 32. Yeah, in cell 32 we have, it's simply head is the function that will print the top 5 values of this particular data frame. Okay, with the help function. Let's say I want to print the top 10 values of this data frame. I'll write 10 here. So top 10 values will be printed. Top 10 data frame values will be printed. Top 10 data frame. Yeah, cool. Okay, guys. So clear, everyone? This was the data visualization that we have done. Now, just give me a minute. you can write this. Okay, I'll copy this code in the chat so that you can write it on your own system and run it and let me know once we are done with this. Okay, please do it on the same hand, because it would be of your great help. Like after the session, you have your own notebook. Although I will share the notebook, I will share the presentation as well, but again, if you have your own notebook, it would be really great. It will boost your confidence, nothing else. Done? Got it? Everyone completed it in your local system? Yeah, waiting for you. Okay, cool then. Yeah. So we have plotted a bar plot. Uh, what else we can do is, although we can do many things, but yeah. Now let's get we can plot the pie plot as well. We can plot the scatter plot as well, but not let's not waste our time in doing that, because we have a more important task to do. We have till now we have not broken down these. We have not used the concept of NLP, right? So let's use that. Let's come to the main part what we have studied, right? So let's break each tweet into the words. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll break each tweet into each tweet sentence into words. Okay, so I'll take an empty list. Okay, that will contain the sentences. Okay, so I'll apply the forward on the clean tweets. I'll move on each of the clean tweets. Okay, I'll iterate over the each tweet and I will insert them in the sentence. So what my aim is, I will first I will take this tweet. Okay, and I will insert this into the list. Okay, and then I will iterate over this list and I will broke down into the words. Okay, right, and each word I will store in the new list. Okay, that's what I will do. So let's do that. Let me show you with the, so two for loops I would require, right? So for in uh, the data frame save tweets, and which column we are clean tweets is the column that we are going to iterate over. Okay, and what we need to do in this, uh, I need to just simply append sentences in this. So sentences dot append, and what I need to append is word. The word I need to append. Okay, and now just come out of the list, and so what the sentences would contain. Let's see that. The sentences would contain the same thing that we have done now. All the list in the form, this list, this sentences is a list that will contain all the tweets. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are creating uh, a list with the name lines. Okay, and we are splitting the words. Okay, we are splitting the lines. For a particular line we are splitting it in the form of words. Okay, let's see that. So let's create a list using the list function. Lines is the name of the list that we have created, and for line in sentences. Okay, for lines in each sentence, so we'll pick up first tweet, and what we'll do with that, let's see that. So words equals to line dot split, and we'll split that particular sentence. Okay, and now we'll iterate over this word as well. So for w in words, okay, for w in words, we'll write lines dot append. Now we are using line. Lines dot append w. Okay, so each word we are inserting, and let's say I want, so my lines list has contained all the words. So let's say I want to let's say I want to show you the first 10 words in the first tweet. For first 10 words in the first tweet, I'll write like this, and you can see these are the first 10 words. Mm, in the first tweet, the first tweet is very above, so you can check that as well, right? So now let's come on to the important part. This is all what we know. We have done that many times, these things. Now what NLP and where we are using NLP, that let's come to that part. Okay, so basically we need stemming first. Okay, we need to stem those words first, right? So what type of stemmer we are going to use? So snowball stemmer, I think, would be a good idea to use here. Okay, so stemming all those words to their root words is our aim. Okay, so let's create the stemmer. So stemmer equals to snow ball stemmer. That's how we have created object, right? And we have to write the language as well that we need. Remember in the last stemmer, that is snowball stemmer, we have to mention the language as well. So language I have written. So snowball, it's snowball stemmer. W is missing. Snowball stemmer. Yeah, snowball stemmer, and a stemmer object has been created. Let's create an empty list that will store the stem, and for each word in the lines list, I will append that. So stem dot append. What we will append is the value of each stems. Okay, so stemmer dot stem is the name of the function, and we will iterate over each word. Okay, so it will append the root words of each stem, right? So let's see how they look like. First 20 stems, you can see these are the first 20 stems. Now as you can see, there are certain stop words or many common sentences, certain stop words in this as well. Okay, now if I want to remove that, how to remove that? So let's do that. Let's create another stem 2. Okay, so let's iterate over that. So for or word in stem, okay, if that particular word, what I want to do is I want to remove the stop words now, because these are the stop words like dot 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 dot. These words are irritating, right? And other stop words are also there that we have seen yesterday, right? Yesterday there are already defined stop words in NLTK. So let's try to remove that. So what I'm going to do is, if that particular word, I'm iterating over the complete stem, and I'm seeing whether if this any particular word is there which is matching with the stop word. Okay, so is if the word not in, basically not in, if it is in the stop word, we'll leave it, but if it is not in the stop word, we'll take it. So NLP dot false dot stop underscore words. Okay, so we'll take that. So stem 2 dot append. Okay, okay guys, so let's run that and let's see the value of stem 2 as well. Few words have been removed, few are still there, like these are 3 dots. Some stop words have been removed, like I have been removed, right? All these stop words have been removed, which were already defined in NLTK library. We have not defined it separately. Guys, there is a two differences now that you need to understand. That in this case, when we removed certain words, right? When we removed certain words, that was our own wish. Mm, this was a library, this was a module, right? uh where we have written the regular expression now. I don't remember where we have written the regular expression, but when in this particular tokens, in this particular tokens, when we have removed such words. Oh, here itself, yeah. No, there itself. Uh, yeah. It was correct. What we were looking at. After stop words, we have removed the, yeah. So when we have removed this question mark, exclamation mark, this colon, semicolon, all these are the words that we have removed. So we have created a punctuation marks. We have used the regular expression library. So it's our choice that what we want to remove. But here, it's the NLTK. In the stop word, it's all about the NLT. What are the stop words that are defined in NLTK library? We have also seen that yesterday. What are the stop words that are defined in NLTK library? Right, stop words in English in NLTK library. We have seen that. So these are the stop words. You can see I must be there. So that's, yeah, I must be there. So that's why I and all these words have been removed. Right. Cool, guys. Now let's create a new data frame because we have been playing with the data frame. We know we have created two stems. Okay, so let's create a new data frame, and because we are now going to plot the result. Okay, we are now going to plot the result finally. So let's create a new data frame. So df equals to pd dot data frame. Name of the data frame is df. Okay, pd dot data frame and stem 2. With the stem 2 we not create because stem 2 is the latest one, right? So yeah, let's count the value as well. So value counts, value underscore counts. It will count the values for that. No. Let's assign the df as this value counts. Let's assign df as this value. Let's store them in it. Okay. Let's see what new data frame is. As you can see, crypto is appearing 7774 times. Today is appearing 468 times. Today dot is appearing like this. Okay. Got it, guys. Now, uh, now what our aim is to plot the first 20, the top 20 used words in first 1,000 tweets. That's what we are uh, printing. So it's very important from other company, like what is trending on the Twitter, so we can launch some product about this. Okay, you can keep the Amazon, okay, as the keyword, and Amazon can see if there are bad reviews or not, okay, on the Twitter, or someone has plotted, and what are the issues they have plotted. Like, let's say, if for top 20 words in this tweets, what I will get is crypto today and all those things that are already mentioned in the top. But if it was Amazon, okay, so Amazon can get a laptop, mouse, so it can come to know, okay, these are the laptops. Okay, laptop is the most trending word, and people are facing the issue in most of the laptops. People are facing most of the issues in mouse, regarding mouse. So it can improve on that. It can tell their engineers and their managers who work on that. Okay, that's how the sentimental analysis works. Okay, it's about the sentiments that people are putting on social media or stuff. Okay, and that's very useful, very useful. I can't tell you the how much useful it is, but yeah, it's very useful. So let's plot the top 20 used words. Okay, so df equals to df, let's like slice it to 20. Let's slice the data frame to 20. Okay, now let's plot that. So plot dot figure, and let's assign the figure size that we do. So figure size, let it may be let's say 10 by 5. We wanted something big, right? And what we are going to plot, we'll use the CMON library, and we are going to plot the bar plots. Okay, so bar plot and df dot values and df dot index that we are going to use, and the value of alpha is 0.01. CMON is the library that is used to plotting as well, right? So let's give it a title as well. Let the title be top overall, or top words overall. Okay, and let's give the x label as well. So on the x-axis, we'll uh, let's keep the count of words. Okay, so the count of words, let's keep on x-axis, and I'll increase the font size of it, font size to be 12. Okay, and I'll do the same thing for the Y label as well. Only the title will change, and it will in the X, in place of X label it will be Y label, and the title will also change a bit. It would be word from tweet. The font size will be 12. Now let's plot that. Let's not waste more time. Error. Alpha. It's alpha. Oh my god. Oh, it's very light. It's very light. Are you able to see that, guys? It's very light. It's my system error. Guys, are you able to see that? Today NLTK words. Yes, yes, yes. Yesterday we didn't remove stop words. It was more of the unnecessary symbols that we removed. Okay, it was not the stop words. Okay, it was unnecessary symbols that we removed. Is clear with this? We have. Okay, so I think the plot. This is what the overall top words have been there. It would be looking good in your system. It's not looking that good in my system. The color is a bit light on my side, but the total count of the words, you can see crypto is the most counted word. uh, mm, yeah, you can use CSV data, you can use IPNB file, yeah, you can use alpha point 4. Let's try that. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Aditya. Yeah, then now it must be visible. Yeah, great. Then I think that was all from our project, and that was all from our side. And just give me a second, and I'll let me know what doubts, if you have any doubts, and I'll try to resolve that. Okay. I want top trending tweets. What I should modify in this? Uh, top trending tweets, like in which topic or in which keyword? With which keyword? That is. Yeah, we are filtering with crypto basically. So you can remove the filter, I think. Or you can filter it accordingly, like cricket or whatever you want, sports, football, BMX, whatever you want. Right, guys? I hope you enjoyed these two parts of the session, right? Yesterday and today we have built a complete project, and you can just show this to manager or stakeholders, whatever you want to show them. Cool. Thank you. And there is one important thing that I want to show you. That is our Learnbay website. You can go to our website. There are uh, courses for professionals. There are courses for college students as well, so you can just give it a try. Okay, and the courses are good, and you can give it a try on that. Do explore that. I'll paste that in the chat for you, and you can, for more sessions, you can subscribe to the social media channels of Learnbay. And yeah, you can see the list of the courses available here regarding data science, AI, ML, full stack, master program. You can, there are tons of courses. You can just go there and apply. You will get certificates. It's supported by engineers. Yeah, then thank you. Cool, guys. Then yeah, I think that was all from our side.